The Wyoming legislature may wrap up their 2024 session Friday if a budget compromise can be reached. Senator Anthony Bouchard's bill banning minors from receiving transgender treatments in the state has passed the full legislature, and a number of rap acts are featured in Cheyenne Frontier Day's 2024 lineup. We'll take a look at these stories and more today from Wyoming's largest news organization. I'm Wendy Core for Cowboy State Daily. The Wyoming legislature will enter what may be the final day of the 2024 legislative session on Friday with its most important decision to make so far, whether or not to approve the 2025-26 biennial budget. On Friday morning, the Senate and House will give their first considerations to a compromise budget proposal negotiated by the Second Joint Conference Committee, or JCC, and how the House and Senate will react to this budget is anyone's guess, according to Cowboy State Daily's Leo Wolfson.
This budget proposal comes in at nearly exactly halfway between the House and Senate's original budget proposals. Those proposals were originally $1.1 billion apart, but this new budget comes at about 47% between the two, with a slight preference for the House. But certain members of the Senate have already said they are very skeptical or flat out oppose the JCC proposal.
If either chamber fails to pass the budget, legislative leadership will have to decide whether the JCC will have to renew their budget negotiations, a new JCC will be arranged, or if a special session will be convened. The Wyoming legislature on Thursday passed a bill banning minors from receiving transgender treatments in the state. With the governor's signature, Senator Anthony Bouchard's Chloe's Law legislation will take effect July 1st, according to political reporter Leo Wolfson.
Even though Bouchard has been in the legislature since 2017, this is his first ever bill to head to the governor's desk. He had brought this bill last year and it had died at a certain point in the process, but this year it moved through rather easily with not much pushback. So he believes it's a great win for his cause.
The bill, now titled Children Gender Change Prohibition, prohibits medical professionals from providing gender change treatments and surgeries to minors in Wyoming in most situations. The 2024 Cheyenne Frontier Days concert lineup has been announced, and this year, the list has some edge to it. Cowboy State Daily's Ellen Fike reports that the lineup still includes some of the hottest country music stars, but organizers have mixed in some hip-hop and rap acts as well.
While they've got some returning acts like Jason Aldean and Thomas Rhett, they're bringing in quite a few newcomers and mixing it up a little bit this year. So they'll have Machine Gun Kelly, T-Pain and Ludacris, and Jelly Roll as headliners this year.
Concert tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. March 14th. I'll be back with more news right after this.
Are you fabulous at 55? Are you ready to use your valuable time and talent to give back? Join Serve Wyoming through the AmeriCorps Seniors Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, or RSVP, and make a positive impact on your community. With a lifetime of skills and experiences, you're exactly what your community needs. Whether you're itching to lend a hand or your organization could use some extra support, we've got you covered. Call Sarah Roberts at Serve Wyoming at 307-234-3428 or RSVP at servewyoming.org.
A bill to eliminate Wyoming's gun-free zones easily passed its third and final reading in the state Senate on Thursday. Cowboy State Daily's Mark Hines reports that the bill now advances to Governor Mark Gordon's desk, where only a veto can stop it from becoming law.
I think there were really compelling arguments on both sides. Some people like Chris Rothfuss from Laramie, for example, according to his argument, the will of the people is that guns don't belong in some places in Wyoming. That was countered by Senator McEwen and others. They made their point very well, too, that, hey, the Second Amendment is the Second Amendment. That's not the sort of thing you decide at the local level.
If Gordon signs the bill or simply lets it pass into law, people with concealed carry permits can take concealed firearms into many places where they're now forbidden. And a Pinedale woman was saved from a potentially tragic situation thanks to the technology and skills of the Sublette County Sheriff's Office drone team. Tip Top Search and Rescue used a drone equipped with a thermal camera to search for a missing special needs adult. Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi says because of its thermal detection technology, the drone was a valuable tool for a night search.
The February 19th incident in Pinedale is a perfect example. If they hadn't had that drone equipped with a thermal camera, they might not have located that missing woman for several more hours, and at that point, it could have taken a tragic turn.
Rossi said that as technology advances, drones will continue to prove their usefulness in Wyoming's rugged backcountry. And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the subscribe button on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Core for Cowboy State Daily.